Representational image scientists have found that some people, notably children, have antibodies reactive to SARS-CoV-2 in their blood, despite not ever having been infected with the virus. Also read, Delhi air pollution adds to COVID worries with 13% rise in cases. New study. These antibodies are likely the result of exposure to other coronaviruses, which cause a common cold and which have structural similarities with SARS-CoV-2, the virus responsible for COVID-19, said the study PU. Also read, will triumph over COVID like Ram, Sita defeated Ravan. UK PM hails Diwali spirit. The researchers made this discovery while developing highly sensitive antibody tests for COVID-19. Also read, Delhi overtakes Kerala, Maharashtra as highest contributor to new COVID cases in India in 24 hours. To see how well their assay tests were performing, they compared the blood of patients with COVID-19 to patients who had not had the disease. Surprisingly, they found that some people who had not been exposed to SARS-CoV-2 had antibodies in their blood which would recognize the virus. To confirm their findings, they analyzed over 300 blood samples collected before the pandemic, between 2011 and 2018. Nearly all samples had antibodies that reacted with common cold coronaviruses, which was expected given how everyone has been exposed to these viruses at some point in their lives. However, a small fraction of adult donors, about 1 in 20, also had antibodies that cross-reacted with SARS-CoV-2, and this was not dependent on recent infection with a common cold coronavirus. Notably, such cross-reactive antibodies were found much more frequently in blood samples taken from children aged 6 to 16. Our results show that children are much more likely to have these cross-reactive antibodies than adults. More research is needed to understand why this is, but it could be down to children being more regularly exposed to other coronaviruses, said lead author of the study Kevin Ng from Francis Crick Institute in England. These higher levels we observed in children could also help explain why they are less likely to become severely ill with COVID-19. There is no evidence yet, however, that these antibodies prevent SARS-CoV-2 infection or spread. In the lab, the researchers tested the antibodies they found in blood from uninfected people to confirm they are able to neutralize SARS-CoV-2. They found the cross-reactive antibodies target the S2 subunit of the spike protein on the surface of the virus. A large study is now underway, in partnership with researchers at Imperial College London and University College London, to uncover the role that different antibodies and other immune defenses play in protection against COVID-19 and how severely ill people become. For breaking news and live news updates, like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Read more on latest lifestyle news on India.com. Topics: Coronavirus COVID-19 published date, November 7, 2020 10:35 p.m. IST. Please support us to grow my channel by subscribing and pressing the bell icon for future interesting lifestyle videos.